What's in your water? Do you really know? Does the water from your tap look or smell bad? Do you ever think about the dissolved solids like lead, mercury, chlorine, and other heavy metals that could be in your water you and your family drink every day? Watch the news. Tap water is questionable. Bottled water is expensive and adds 1.5 million tons of plastic to the environment every year. Do you use a water filter now? You may be shocked to know that other water filters only reduce some of the dissolved solids. Introducing Zero Water, a new patented water filter technology that will allow you to remove 100% of detectable dissolved solids from your water and give you the peace of mind to know you and your family are drinking ultra clean tasting water every day. Nature can make water free and clear of detectable dissolved solids just like Zero Water. To find it, where would you go? How far would you have to travel?
I've hiked all the way to the top of Mount Hood, where the water in new fallen snow is ultra clean. With this simple meter, I can measure the number of dissolved solids inside some fresh melted snow. The snow measures 0. That means there's 0 detectable dissolved solids, just the way nature intended. Before I hiked up here, I filled my canteen with tap water. The tap water reads over 200 parts per million. Dissolved solids can be harmful chemicals and metals, like chlorine, lead, and mercury. So how do you confidently get rid of dissolved solids? Well, forget about hiking up here. You can make ultra clean tasting fresh water free of detectable dissolved solids right from your fridge. Zero Water makes it easy. The patented 5-stage ion exchange water filtration system guaranteed to remove all detectable dissolved solids from your water so you can enjoy crisp, delicious water the way nature intended. We're so confident it works. We'll give you the meter to prove it free.
It's kind of surprising.
You can taste the difference.
It zeroed it all out.
I know that what I'm giving to my children is always the best that I can possibly provide for them.
Zeros every time. Hard evidence that your water is really Zero Water.
If you want fresh, great-tasting water, what are your options? Tap water can have many dissolved solids. This meter shows that there are over 170 parts per million of dissolved solids in there. Bottled water is expensive and bad for the environment. And look, many still have dissolved solids. This one actually has over 135 parts per million. Here's some rusty tap water. It reads very high, over 600 parts per million. Now, you could use other filter products like this or this, but they're only capable of removing a small percentage of dissolved solids. Or you could use the new Zero Water filter technology, which is guaranteed to remove all detectable dissolved solids. Zero Water is the only patented 5-stage ion exchange filter guaranteed to remove 100% of the detectable dissolved solids in your water. And we give you the meter to prove it. So when you test it, it reads all zeros for 0 detectable dissolved solids. Now that's good water. Take the Zero Water Challenge at home. Test your tap water, even your bottled water, and you'll see and taste the Zero Water difference. Free of dissolved solids the way nature intended. All across America, people just like you are taking the Zero Water Challenge. And they're discovering just how refreshing a change to Zero Water can be.
It's pretty exciting to see that we can change our lives pretty drastically just by switching over to Zero Water.
We just finished the Zero Water Challenge.
Zero Water is the way it should have been. 0.
We got 0!
0, 0, 0. Wow. Zero Water, huh?
We asked the Callstacks to take the Zero Water Challenge. After giving them a TDS meter weeks ago, they learned how their current water measured up to Zero Water.
Here we're the Callstacks. I'm Jamie, this is Sammy. We have 3 kids, 1 more on the way.
I started to get concerned about the water. It didn't taste quite right.
It made me wonder, what are we really drinking? When I got this, it was like revolutionary because we tested the water upstairs and downstairs and got different readings.
It's really amazing when you see exactly what's in your water, and that comes in at 127. The upstairs water comes in, wow, at 187.
It was shocking to see the readings.
I can't believe that we were drinking that.
And now let's try the Zero Water. I have a feeling what this is going to be, as I'm sure you do. All zeros.
That's awesome.
For 0 detectable dissolved solids.
This TDS meter made a huge difference in our decision-making process.
It was a nice change for our family so that I didn't have to worry about what was in our water.
By switching to Zero Water, the Callstacks eliminated all detectable dissolved solids from their water. Are you ready to take the Zero Water challenge? Call now to get your Zero Water filtration system. Whether you prefer water from a pitcher or always ready out of the cooler, there's a Zero Water solution just for you. And we'll send you the TDS meter free, so you can always be sure you're drinking only ultra clean tasting crisp water the way nature intended. If it doesn't read all zeros, it's not Zero Water.
Most any water you try will have some dissolved solids in the water. Things like lead or chromium or mercury, and that's something that most people are unaware of. A lot of people ask me how to tell if there are dissolved solids in their water. And one of the easiest ways is simply by the taste. Zero Water filtration technology has been in development for 10 years, and it's the only gravity-fed filtered water that guarantees 000 levels of detectable dissolved solids.
The secret to making Zero Water is right here, in this 5-stage ion exchange filter.
The Zero Water filter is larger than conventional filters due to the patented 5-stage ion exchange process. Stage 1 is an activated carbon-infused micron cloth that removes larger particles. Stage 2 is a multi-layer system using activated carbon and oxidation reduction alloy to reduce chlorine. Stage 3 is a distributor that evens out the water flow. Stage 4 is a comprehensive ion exchange array that attracts dissolved solids like lead, mercury, and aluminum and replaces them with ions. Finally, in Stage 5, even finer particles are removed, leaving you with water that reads all zeros. The Zero Water 5-stage filter fits directly into the Zero Water pitcher and the Zero Water bottle.
This remarkable one-of-a-kind science is what makes Zero Water the only gravity-filtered water that meets the FDA definition of purified bottled water.
I can taste the difference. It's great water.
Just tastes wonderful.
Like you don't taste anything, it's just crisp water.
To have the reading come back 0, it was amazing. I just couldn't believe it. I'm now drinking Zero Water, and I just love it. The taste is just clean.
Just tastes better.
This is the first time I really tasted what water should taste like.
You too can take the Zero Water challenge and start enjoying ultra clean tasting crisp water the way nature intended, all while saving money.